Hi. The following conversations with hair and makeup artist Stephen Lynch, Roger Smith, James O'Reilly, and Dame Sharon Gless was conducted for May Day Homestay Gay Play, the 20th anniversary Queer as Folk cast and crew reunion, all to raise money for Centerlink, the hub of LGBTQ plus centers across the US, Canada, and around the world. If you like what you see and you're a fan of Queer as Folk, please consider making a contribution to Centerlink at the link below. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Stephen, Roger, James, and of course, Dame Sharon Gless.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yay. This is the beauty team.
Us. Are we talking to the world?
Well, right now you're being recorded, but you're going to be played for the entire world on Friday. This is going to be played during the actual live broadcast.
Oh my God.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. How do I look?
You look beautiful. I asked them, they're the experts. So I wanted to, Roger and James have been really wonderful about sending me about 925,000 photographs of all their time. Because as fans may not know, in the hair and makeup trailer, they have to take a lot of pictures all the time.
I have kill rights.
You have kill rights for sure. I wanted to first off start, I wanted you give some behind the scenes information about some of our cast of our show and how difficult they were to work with.
Love you guys, love you.
Oh my God.
So we'll start with Dame Sharon Gless. Now, James, you spent a lot of time with her hairdo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, look at that.
The wig.
Wow. That's a great picture.
James,
That is a really great picture.
Talk about the wig. How did you take it home with you? Did you sleep with it? How much time did you spend with that wig?
Oh wow. I didn't. Oh my God, that's fabulous.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh well, no. I mean, I did. I did spend a lot of time with that wig. Oh my God, that's. I had to. I washed it all the time, and I set it, and I made it look gorgeous, and then and then
yes, you did.
I would reset it sometimes during the day even. I would just it was just so much fun.
Sharon, how long did it take to find the right wig for you?
Well, when I first got the part, I was in LA. I don't remember where I was, but I went to LA, to Hollywood, to this wig place, and I bought 17 of them in every color of the rainbow.
Wow.
And I took them to Toronto, and they changed their mind and said that for what they were paying me, they said they wanted to see Sharon Gless. I said they will, in my voice. They know my voice anyway. So Ron and Dan said, you may pick one, and you may have one on a stand in your kitchen. So I put a blonde one in the kitchen, which no one ever saw, and we picked the red.
James, how many would she go through a season?
I think she had three. After the first year, not so good one. Then I think there was 3 for the rest of the series.
Wow, that is so neat.
It's a big one. And of course, the glamorous.
Roger.
I
look about 11.
So that's what you had to work with. So Stephen and Roger,
I had a
makeup for Dame Gless, how long would the process take? What was the procedure? How was she in the chair with you both?
Well, sometimes she was awake. Because
I'm listening.
Yeah.
You remember when I was leaving the trailer after you did me, you said, "Thank you, Miss Daly."
All right, well, let's talk about some of the other glamorous women you've worked with. Of course,
there's Ro.
Miss Rosie ODonnell.
That's right.
Did you guys enjoy working with her?
Loved her.
oh,
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Beautiful. And of course, the glamorous Miss Cindy Lauper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So talk about this. So this is from the bombing episode, of course, of Babylon. Look how happy James is and how miserable she is.
I know.
I love that shot. So Taya
I love
Gill,
that.
very difficult.
Oh, it's
right?
gorgeous. Whoa,
Great.
Roger.
gorgeous picture.
Oh,
Love that shot. Yeah, so
Okay.
Taya Gill, notorious for being the person you could not even take a bad Polaroid of.
Yeah,
Beautiful in every photograph.
So gorgeous.
no kidding.
really?
So Gail Harold, how difficult, what a challenge deal with that. I mean, look how many people it takes
Oh my God.
to
I was on the
make
bike ride. Oh my goodness.
Gail Harold work. Like, that's a lot of people. So that must have been hours and hours and hours. And now coming up next, more competition. Randy Harrison, how difficult,
Oh,
again,
He still looks that young.
he does.
Yes.
He still looks just like that. Look at you guys.
The amount of effort it must have taken you guys, the Herculean effort to make that look good for camera. I don't know how you did it.
I know.
took about 10 minutes in the makeup chair. One stroke of flush of youth, I called it, and that some teeth whitening maybe. But beyond that, nothing much.
That great picture from Halloween of Steven where he came as Randy. And he put white out on his teeth
Right.
and blush of youth on his cheek. And he cut his arm off his robe and put that horrible tattoo on it.
God, our youth. Huh?
And of course, Hal Sparks here.
Oh my God.
Oh, it is.
He
Now,
found
this is what he would look like when he would come into the makeup trailer, right?
And then we turned him into a boy.
Do
And then you turn him into that. Robert
Yeah,
Grant,
right.
of course. So much work
Yeah,
for you
too
all.
bad about him.
yeah,
Oh, well.
10
Now, let's talk about Peter Page and the amount of work. Look, again, 53 people to get him looking
Right.
even remotely presentable for camera.
right.
I know, it's so sad.
Well, that's
Look
not.
at you.
Oh my God. I still have my badge.
Oh.
So
Oh,
Now again,
my
now this
badge.
is now. I did my own hair and makeup.
Look at you, sweetheart.
Look
We
how
did.
look how easy,
Oh, gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Never seen that picture. Oh my
So this is
Oh.
I wanted to talk with you all. I want to go through these pictures. So these are some of the special. So this is the wonderful late Gary Beech. Dear, dear Gary.
I loved him so much.
Loved him so much. Here's Salvatore, of course, in his many looks.
Roger,
Marilyn,
his makeup.
all the same person.
Amazing.
Really great.
it's
Wow.
just he just had to come in and out of these looks within a couple of days. That's all we had him for. And I remember
Wow.
one day he was Marilyn in the morning, Queen Elizabeth I in the afternoon, and back to Marilyn at night.
Oh,
Oh
out.
my God.
But Stephen, of course, had the most difficult job
Oh my goodness.
in the world. But
Never
this leads me, I want to show
That
some of
boy
the
wasn't
shots.
even working on the show.
No, this was Stephen on the weekend.
Oh no.
Fly.
So I want to talk a little bit about all the amazing background artists and the dancers and the kind of the community that we had on the show of these people who were in episode after episode. Let me go back here.
Absolutely.
So I'd love for because they're so important to us. So for you, Stephen and Roger and James, to tell the fans who might not know, like, the community that was built up of these kids who came and danced for us week after week on this show.
And hundreds, like every week. There was
We
about
had hundreds every week, and they were consistent and they were devoted to the family. They knew what the show was about, and nothing would stop them from coming in.
Some of them
You know?
were homeless or close to homeless, as close to homeless as you can get. Some of them lived 5 and 6 in a 600 square foot bachelor apartment, crashing with each other. Some of them had been kicked out of their homes. Some of them basically had no parents, no family support. And they found, it sounds very corny, they found each other. They walked in to that cavernous space, and maybe they were from some tiny little shitty town, and there were 200 twinks or whatever just like them, or people that they could really let their guard with and be around. And they really bonded. There were tragedies. When I saw that one picture of Daryl, every time
I saw that too. That picture broke my heart.
I get misty every single time.
Daryl,
So great.
Terrible story. A kid who didn't make it, and who came really close to making it. I mean, making it in life. You know, to be completely truthful, Roger will know this. In our department, we had a rule, right, Roger? We could never be alone.
This is true.
An extra. If we were doing nudity, or if they were wearing a little thong or a little baby's, I said, we will never.
If we were doing the spritz and the olive oil, 75,000 pounds of this for 5 years. They would disrobe and we would oil the bodies. They would help me with their front and I would do their back. We kept the door open 2 feet so everyone could see what I was doing. And it was never closed doors. And it was like a revolving door, in, out, no touching.
No, because seriously, because there is danger in that sort of thing. People are, you know, young and whatever, and raging hormones and all sorts of things. And I thought,
and completely oiled.
Well, you can't put yourself in a position like that. You have to have a witness. It's absolutely true. We had an understanding, didn't we, Roger? I think our show was a safe space. I hope so. I hope if we all, you know, James and all of us contributed to that, where they thought, oh, if they had thought, these nasty, sleazy guys, I don't want to be on that show. You can't have that. So I hope they felt that way.
Because I've been talking to Kelly Macon and Alex Chappell and Jeremy Podeswa, you know, some of our great directors, and you know, they've all talked about also how we did those intimacy meetings, the sex meetings we had before sex, which again, that didn't exist then. Right? And a lot of shows are just now getting them now. And it's amazing to me that 20 years ago, you were developing this system of safety for people. But there was no blueprint at that time.
But now every show I work on follows that protocol. But you're right, Scott. We were the first one. We were the very first one. And now you always have a meeting. Every time I'm there, and those meetings, I think, I know where this came from. It came from QAF, because it did.
Sharon?
What, honey?
Can I give you a virtual final? You got a big piece of hair sticking up at the top that I know you're not going to like when you see this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good one.
Virtual finals. Oh.
I haven't had my hair done in weeks. They closed the beauty salon here.
Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
Okay, but I want to say something nice.
Oh, go, please.
Yeah. Sharon's going to say something nice, everybody. No, I've done a few series in my day, and I have never, ever been as close to a cast where we stayed close after it was over. We always swear we'll never part, even Cagney and Lacey. And this cast and this crew, when I get a chance, whenever I'm up there in Toronto, who do I call?
Us.
These men. Yeah.
Those 5 years were some of the best years of my life. Those 5 years were amazing. And I've worked on a lot of great shows since, but that one is just so special. And I think it'll always be the most special to me.
Well, I'm so appreciative of all of you who have come on, and Stephen and Roger and James, especially. I want to, with this segment, I want to thank you so much. And again, for all the innovative things you came up with when we did the show. But I mean, I love you guys. You buoyed all of our spirits on a daily basis. But again, that connection that you built with the community of the people who worked on the show, a lot of that had to do with you guys and the tone you set. Well, thank you.
I love all of you so much.
We do love you.
So
everybody.
much.
Thank you.
And your talent.
Thank you so much.
Talent.
Yeah. I love all you guys.
Love you.